So this is a short video. We're going to be working our hips, get some Burny glutes on the go. You'll need a band to stretch the legs out at the end. Okay, so we're going to start off in side lying. Put that to one side for now. Side lying. So just be comfortable on a head cushion, hand on your hip, bent knees, and instead of being really saggy into the floor, just lengthen the spine. So you're going to lift the rib cage a little bit, lengthen out, then we're ready to go. Hand on your hip bone just monitors it's not going anywhere. We'll start off with a few clams to warm. So about 8 clams, feet together, lift your top knee. 1, 2. Breathe in. 7 and 8. Okay. So we're going to stand into that top leg. And it's going to be in line with your body. So if you can glance down and actually see your leg in front of you, it's too far forward to begin with. Take it back. If your head's at 12 o'clock, your leg's going to be down at 6 o'clock. Let's lift and lower for 8. So 1, 6, 7, 8. Okay. Leave your sacrum and your tailbone behind as you bring your leg forward. Let's go pointy toes for this one. Lower and lift for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Back to clams. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Straight leg, lift and lower. Flat foot, lift and lower. 1, 4, 6, 7, 8. Can we swing our leg forward? Leave the sacrum behind. Pointy toes. Lift and lower. 1, 2. Burny, burny. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Can we do one more round? 1, 2, 3, 4. Burny, burny. 5, 6, 7, 8. And straight leg, lift and lower. In line with your body. Flat foot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Last one to go. Pointy toes, bring the leg forward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Well done if you got through all that. Okay, so it should be very burny around the gluteal area. It's all good for us. Let's just do a gentle front of thigh stretch while we're here. So if you can reach the front of your foot, that's great. If not, you can just slide your leg back the way to stretch through the front of the leg. But try and grab a hold of the foot gently. And you're going to just take the knee, thigh bone back. Relax the head and the neck. If this is a big stretch for you, you hold this here. If you're finding it quite easy, you can use your other heel to press gently on the front of your knee, back. And we're just going to take a few breaths here. While the blood flow comes back into our hip muscles. Good. And relax. Let's do some arm openings before we do the other side. So you can go a bit more floppy on the floor now. Arms out in front of you. Head cushioned a little bit further back. Your hips and knees are going to stay forward as we rotate and relax the spine. So lift your top arm up. Look at your hand. As your arm goes behind you, your ribcage softens towards the floor behind you. You can stay here as long as you like. When you're ready, come back to center and we'll repeat a few times. So, imagine there's a string connected between your breastbone and your fingertips. And your breastbone is going to follow your fingertips all the way around. At the end of the movement, you might want to take your arm a bit further, but you're just choosing to do that if it feels good. And come back to center. Let's do a few more. Big breaths along the way. Shoulder blade rolling towards your spine, long neck, rib cage really softening, rotating towards the floor. eke a bit more movement out of it. See how much further you can go, how melty you can go. And back to center. Knees are staying connected and forward. Let's do a couple more. Hips stay forward. So really, the movement stays in your spine, in your rib cage. Check in with the back of the neck for me. Hammock it towards the floor. Let's do one more. How melty, how big can you go with it? Enjoy your range of motion. Lovely. And back to center. Right, we have another leg. So let's go ahead and do the other side. Switch round. Okay. So remembering just to lift your rib cage a little bit so our spine is firm and lifted. Right, we know what's coming. So 8 claps. 1, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8. Straighten the top leg, flat foot. Just check it's in line with your body, not too far forward already. Lift and lower. Bony bit, not moving. 4, 6, 8. Pointy toes, leave your tailbone, sacrum behind as you stretch the leg forward. Lower and lift. 1, 2, 5, 6, 7, 8. Back to our clams. 1, 6, 7, 8. Straight leg, lift and lower. 3, 5, 6, 7, 8. Pointy toes, leg forward. Lower and lift for 1. Legs getting heavy. 5, 6, 7, 8. We've got 1 set to go. Clam. Full range of movement, even though it's really hard. 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8. Right. Straight leg, lift and lower. 2, 3. Nice and high. 5, 7, 8. Right. 8 hard ones to go. Pointy toes. Bring the leg forward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Bunny. 6, 7, 8. And rest. Oh my goodness. I don't know when that gets easy, actually. So let's do our front of thigh stretch. Remember, if you can't reach your foot, just stretch gently the leg behind you. If you can reach the foot, brilliant. Start in this stretch here. If the knee goes quite high, you want to just soften, because that might be missing out some of the stretch. So just think about bringing the knee down a little bit, if it's not already down there. If this version feels quite easy to you, heel on the front of the thigh and gently push back. Let's rest here for a few moments. Couple more breaths. And rest. So now we have our delicious arm openings coming up. So you can go a little bit softer through the spine. Take a breath. Lift your arm, look at your hand, and rotate. Soften the back of your neck. Breathe. And back to center. Repeat in your own time. Imagine that little string again from your breastbone to your fingertips. You can lengthen that string at the end of the movement if it feels good for your shoulder, for your pecs. Here too, as you go back the way just imagine the spine hammocking towards the floor. Sometimes people roll forward into a sort of extended posture, extended spine. But we want our ribcage and spine to hammock back and down towards the floor, rather than away from it. Big breaths. Neck soft, hips forward. Lovely, let's do 2 more. Get a little bit more movement into it if you can. Melt a little bit further, hammock, soften. 1 more to go. Lovely. Delicious. Right. Let's finish off with our band. If you need a band, quite a stiff band if you've got one. Or if you don't have a band, you can use an old scarf or an old tie or something. Anything like that's fine. And we're going to mobilize the back of the leg, the hamstrings and the inner thigh. So let's start with the right side. Now, if you do have a band, remember, it can flick off your foot and smack you in the face. So you don't want that. Okay, just be really mindful. You want to control it. It has happened to me and it's not nice. So please be careful. So you're going to straighten your left leg on the floor. Press into your band. Okay, so you want to really pull the band into you so it's supporting your leg. Rest on the floor and then we're just going to lower and lift a few times. So as you lift, there's a few things you want to notice. The knee, it wants to bend, but that's really missing out a bit, the stretch here. We want to keep it really straight. So maybe activate the front of the thigh as you go up and down. You're meeting that resistance. You're not straining into it. Meet it, be kind to it, and then come out of it. So some of you might only get to here, and that's fine. That's where you're working into. So as you're going up and down, just want you to check your shoulders and neck are relaxed. And that you're leaving your tailbone behind. So some people roll into the lower backs. Nothing wrong with that. But again, we're just missing part of the upper hamstring if we roll into our lower back. So just stay heavy on your sacrum. Couple more. Okay, this time we're going to take the leg into a stretchy bit. So you feel a good stretch there. The knee's not bending. We're keeping it nice and straight. And we're going to take it across the body. It can be quite intense over here. Take your time and then take the leg all the way out to the side. So this is called the rainbow stretch. And as you go back and forth, there might be a bit that you want to hold. You think, oh, that's a useful bit. That's quite strong. I might just hold that there. That's good. And all the way out to the side. But as you're doing your rainbow stretch, your pelvis is staying pretty level on the floor, as is your body. If your body rolls with your leg like this, you're not really stretching the leg. So you're leaving your body on the floor gently as you're working the leg. Couple more just. Across. One last out the way. Let's just let the inner thigh lengthen and open. Maybe bring it a bit further towards you. And back to center. Carefully let go of the band. It's always quite nice to experience the difference after you've done a stretch like that. So if your legs are down by the sides of each other, that leg should feel a bit longer. Good to feel that. Let's do the left leg. So flat foot in the band. Right leg is straight on the mat. Get comfy, and we're lowering and lifting. Keeping the knee straight the whole time, staying heavy on your sacrum the whole time. And if it feels good, if it feels right, you're just going to go into a little bit deeper. Couple more before we do our rainbow stretch. Let's take it into a point where you feel a stretch in the back of your leg. Then we'll come across the body. Right, it gets quite intense. And then all the way out to the side. At your own pace, in your own time. Pausing at moments that feel a bit intense. Remember, we're leaving the pelvis and the body on the mat as the legs being supported by the band. Find your breath. Can you go any deeper? Any further? Let it happen. Try not to fight it. Even when you take the leg out to the side, the knee wants to bend. Let's just keep it straight. Keep the front of the thigh active gently. Can you just go a bit deeper? Cross one more time, a little bit deeper, a bit closer. Out one last time. And rest. Well done.